Is it done already?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should at least be, this person should at least be enough.
Are we ready? I'm just kidding. I already know. Hello, friends of the internet. Welcome back to another episode of Daw Beat. I'm your host, Allegra. What's up? I've missed you guys. Today we're joined by a couple different people, but our first two guests today are Jacqueline and Mark. Hello. Hello. Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Please tell our audience about yourself, your name, where you're from, your art.
My name is Jacqueline Valenzuela. I was born in East LA, but I make my art out of Whittier. And I typically work in oil with oil paint on canvas, but I just started working on actual lowrider cars. So I'm painting murals on cars now.
My name is Mark. I'm from Whittier. I paint cars all day. Yeah, I do custom fabricating, a little bit of everything on cars, and yeah, just focus mainly on the custom painting part, and that's pretty much all I do.
Yeah, okay. Cars, y'all? Okay. So how did you guys meet? I want to know.
High school.
Yeah, high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hung out with the same group. We were into punk,
Mm-hmm.
so we would just go to backyard shows and
Yeah.
stuff.
That's how it starts.
Yeah.
That's how it always starts.
True love.
Together forever. Okay, so what inspires you guys? Like, where does it come from?
Together or individually?
No, individually. So whoever wants to take it first.
I think personally for me, I was just talking with another artist about this. It's probably actually being in a relationship with Mark. Because I was telling my friend, I'm like, I don't know what I would be painting about if this isn't the lifestyle that we had together. Owning cars, working on cars. What would I paint about, like, on canvas?
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, like our relationship together and being around the cars so much and having our own cars, personally for me, is what influences my work.
I think for me, it's like past painters. I don't think I have the same taste that I do now when I did when I started. And I think she has, a part in that. I didn't like a lot of colors, and she taught me about colors, and I was like, man, they're badass.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think just putting everything together and seeing it on the car, seeing work from that's been done, because everything I do has been done before. So it's cool just to like pay homage and
Right.
bring it back into these recent times.
So, were you into cars first, and then he sort of influenced your work with cars, or like how did that kind of start, or how did you start with cars?
I've been in the cars my whole life.
Okay.
Yeah, like man, my dad always had classic cars. We would always go Pomona show. I always loved cars. And I thought a mechanic used to do everything. I didn't know that there was people that only painted cars, and I knew that that's all I wanted to do. And then just getting more and more into it, I just found more and more love for it. So I love cars. So that's pretty much what
Yeah. And then it sort of started for you when you got into the relationship, or?
Yeah, I had always, because we grew up basically right off of Whittier Boulevard. I lived on one side of the street, and he lived on the other side of the street.
Yeah.
So we would always see cars. Like, I know me, I would always see cars driving down Whittier Boulevard.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, they're amazing, but I didn't think much of them. I think until I started to date him, and then I was like, oh, these cars are actually pretty cool. I think I started to appreciate that it was a craft or some kind of other art form that I hadn't thought about before. When you see the inside of these cars and how much is going on the outside too, you're like, wow, someone put a lot of love into making this.
Yeah. Okay, so what are some of the challenges that come with having, that as an art form, with painting on cars?
trauma.
Oh no!
Um,
Sorry, everybody. Okay, just kidding.
Egos, you know, there's a lot of ego. There's a lot of I'm better than you. It's cool for us because like we're the ones that like give these cars, I guess, a sense of pride.
Right.
The people that own them. Yeah, it's hard dealing with people that they just some people don't appreciate all the work that goes into it.
Yeah.
I know for you, for me, they look at me, I'm young,
Yeah.
and they don't expect much from me, and I know it's hard for her.
They're just like, oh, you're a girl. I know a lot of people, even when I've shown my work,
Yeah.
they've thought that it's his
Oh,
paintings.
wow.
And they'll tell him, they're like, oh, I love your work. And Mark's just like, I don't paint on canvas. And I'm like, no, I do that. And even with this, I was super nervous when we worked on this last car together because I thought everyone was going to like give him props for it. But now people only tag me in it. They don't like give him any credit for the like custom paint that he did on it because all I did were the murals. But I think it's that like weird thing where we're new up and coming artists, so being in a car community is tough at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, you figure we're stepping into like a realm where people have been doing it for years.
Right.
They've been doing it and we're new. We're
Yeah.
new, so it's hard for people. We could hold our own, and we get you know our props and we get the respect that we kind of deserve. But yeah, it's hard coming out and like trying to make an impact. Just because you know, like I said, we are young.
Yeah.
We are compared to the other people that are actually doing this and have been doing it for a while. We're new and we're just I think we're trying to get our name known more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you say like people turn you guys down because you're so young, or because you're a female, they just turn you away?
I don't know if they turn us away. I would say more like and not even like disrespectful or anything. I think it's more just like they're unsure of how good we are until we show them that we're good.
Right.
So I think it's more that.
And so you guys have a shop?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So how did that shop come to be? What was your whole process?
Well, I have a partner, Michael, and shoot, we've been wanting a spot forever. We've worked for. I'm relatively new.
Yeah.
And I've only worked for 2 shops, but my partner, he's worked for a couple, and so he's just kind of showing me like, hey, you know, like you gotta really take care of yourself in this industry, and so we figured the only place to do that is a spot for ourselves. So we had been talking about it for like the last couple of years, and then last year it's already gonna be a year. We found a spot and jumped in there and just started doing work.
Called the Color Studio.
The Color Studio.
Yeah.
Okay, where's it at?
It's in Santa Fe Springs.
Santa Fe Springs. You heard it. The Color Studio, Santa Fe Springs. Shameless plug. Shameless plug. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you guys have your own shop. All right. Do you have any favorite cars that you guys have ever worked on?
It has to be the
Yeah.
first and
That's
only
the
car
only
we've
car
worked
that
on
we
together. It's called the Heart of Gold. It's a, what year is it again?
64.
64 Impala.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that car, and it's not even finished. We just, he did all the custom, like, what is it? Custom paint, like, on the roof. I did some murals on the roof. There's some murals on the dash on the interior. He painted most of the interior because with that car, it's cool because the interior is actually metal. So he was able to paint it how you would like the outside, the exterior of the car. And he did some customization to the actual body of the car. But we're still supposed to finish the body. And that's like, gives me anxiety thinking about doing it again.
Yeah, it was a cool project because it was our first like real like collaboration where we figured out a formula. We've been trying to figure it out for years, and it was cool to actually come together. And then the person that we did it for, he's a good friend of ours. And it's cool. It's cool working with somebody. You know, him and his girl are very close. They love each other so much. So it's cool, like somebody that appreciated our love to be like, hey, throw it on here. And he didn't care what we did. He's just like, go ahead, have fun.
Yeah.
Shout out Waxer.
We gotta get the cameras up in here. That's a movie. Hallmark, call me.
Yeah, it's cool. It's just a whole project of like love, man. It's a cool thing. I can't wait for it to be on the street.
That's really beautiful. How long has it been? How long have you guys been working on it?
It was maybe like, I've been working on it since last year.
Yeah.
When he brought it to me, he was the first car actually that I worked on going into my own business. And the ideas that he had, I was like, man, people are gonna hate you. Just because the kind of car it is, so it was like he wasn't trying to restore it. He was trying to make it fully custom, and a lot of the work on there was a first time deal for me. Where I was like, man, I've never done this before. Most of the like fabricating part, but yeah, the paint, we just kind of came together, and after that. It went away for a little bit, a couple months, and then when we got the shop, he brought it back for me to do the roof, and then she did her murals, and so it's already been like a year since I started it.
He worked on it for a whole year. I only had, it was almost 400 hours of mural painting on this car. So it's been a labor of love, I think, with that car. And I just started a new project with a new car, and I'm just like getting flashbacks.
We in for the long haul.
Yeah.
How long does it normally take you, like, or does it depend on kind of what is asked? I guess.
Yeah.
I know both of our work is real like tedious.
Yeah.
But I like to work late. I like to work that. When I was doing that car, I was there for like a whole week, and I was home for like 5 hours.
He would go to sleep like at 4 in the morning, and then sleep for like 2-3 hours, and then go back to the shop.
Oh my god.
And then he's like, I just woke up from a 30-minute nap. I'm gonna go paint again.
I'm ready to go. Oh my.
And then I would go to her mom's house, and I would take a nap for like an hour, and then I'd be right back at it. And from 10 to 2 the next night or the next morning.
So you're just going. Yeah.
And I'm not a night person at all. I was when I was in college.
Yeah.
So working on this car, I'm just like, okay, I would do it before and after my day job.
Yeah.
But now I'm a full-time artist, so. But
whenever you want.
Yeah, it's long hours.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a lot different painting on a car, like, cause I'll do panels, and I can do them in a day. But when it gets to a car, it's like you're working like it's almost like you're working over an obstacle course.
Yeah.
Because you can't
Surface. It's crazy.
You can't just flip it the way you want.
Right.
It's just, you have to all the measurements have to be spot on. Everything.
Like even this morning, I spent almost like an hour and a half adjusting a hood that I'm gonna paint on.
Yeah.
Because I would move it over a smidge, and then my projector would be off, and then I would move it back, and I'm like, it's not centered.
Oh no.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I don't think people understand the work that really goes on custom car jobs like this. You know, like so this is for our audience here. Like this is real hard work, and you guys do I've seen some of I've checked out both of your Instagrams, like some really great stuff, and I think, you know, this kind of art form needs to be pushed out more promoted, more more recognized. That's what I mean to say, recognized for what it is. How did like art start for you? So let's start with Mark.
Me?
Yeah.
When I met Jackie. I mean, I've always like drawn and stuff, but I never ever thought I was gonna be. I really don't consider myself an artist. I paint cars. There's like a million people that do it, but then you get into like more of the technical side of the custom painting. That's where I'm like, okay, I guess. Yeah, it was really actually when she started going to art school, when I saw her passion for it, and I was like, man, I need to match that. I have to, because if I don't, she's gonna go off. I'm gonna not understand what she's like. I need to relate to her, and I can't just be some freaking body man. I can't just spread Bondo and spray cars. I need to throw something into it. But yeah, I think that's what it was. That's when I started taking it really serious.
Where did it start for you?
I had been drawn since I was like a little girl, and I remember I was always the best artist in all my classes.
Watch out, everybody!
But I didn't think I never thought that you could be an artist. Like I didn't think that was an actual career.
Yeah.
So even when I was in high school, I didn't want to go to college. I was just like, oh, I'll just be a tattoo artist. I like drawing sometimes. And my teachers got so mad at me, and they were like, no, you have to apply. So I ended up applying, and then when I'm doing my applications, I was like, I don't know what to mark for like a bachelor's. I was like, what am I interested in?
Yeah.
So I was just like, well, let's go with art. And it's funny because they're always appalled, and I'm like, I never knew how to draw an actual person or even do a still life until I was in college. So I think I would only say that I've been an artist for maybe like 7 years, which isn't even that long.
But you do great stuff. I was supposed to be like, hold on, 7 years, but like, it's really great. And I have, a sister who went to art school, and like, it's a lot of people who go there like, I already know how to do this. Like, I'm already way ahead of you. You're going to fall behind, but like, you accomplished it. You did it. And now you're doing it, and it's great.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
I have some of her old stuff, and I'm like, man.
Oh, I'll look at stuff, and I'm like, this is so hideous.
Projects that she turned in, and she got a good grade on them.
Yeah, they'd be like, A, and I'm just like, now I look at it, and I'm like, that was not an A.
She said, hold on, let me redo it real quick. Do you guys have anything new that you're working on?
For me, it's just that new car that I got in. Well, it's a truck.
Ooh, that's a truck.
Yeah, so I'm doing the Virgin Mary on it with some floral, like just roses and stuff. I'm doing the hood, some stuff on the tailgate, and then above the cabin on the back. Besides that, I think I'm just I'm doing commission work, and then also I'm trying to get back into my own personal work, and I'm trying to think about how I can combine what we're doing on these cars, but on almost like a smaller scale, and something that could easily be put into a gallery space, because not every gallery space you can just push a car in
and they're like, there it is.
Yeah, and I'm like, here's the piece.
Besides our own personal cars, I have like customer cars. But like as far as like custom work, not too much. I have stuff lined up, but it could, people change their mind.
It come and go.
Yeah, so it's like as far as like the cars, I just try to stay focused on our own. And I'm just like I could paint my car at any time.
Yeah.
Her car at any time, so it's but yeah, it's as far as artwork, I haven't really done much since I've had this shop. I do panels like here and there when I'm just like, no, I have to really do something.
Yeah.
I just did one for our friend Ashley. But yeah, as far as like any big work, not anything coming out.
You guys are painting your own cars, your own personal cars?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Well, thank you guys for sitting
Thank
down
you.
with us and for letting the world get to know you and your art. Where can we find you? What's your social media handles? Shameless plug.
I know. On Instagram, it's Piel de Mazapan. And I have an art Instagram too. It's Jacqueline. I mean, an art website, JacquelineValenzuela.com.
My Instagram is Little Lolos. It's
Underscore.
Little underscore. Lolos. Everybody thinks it's Little Lolos. I'm like, no, it's Little, the whole thing. And Lolos, underscore Lolos. Yeah, that's where you can see my work.
Yeah, please do check out their work. They do some really awesome work. Also, come back to our Instagram tomorrow where I'll be featuring some of their work as well as tagging them so you guys can go directly to their page because you're not going to want to miss out on the things that they got going on. But thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. We're going to switch out. But also really quick, I want to do a shameless plug. The Daw Center. Hello. The Daw Center. I don't know what side the logo's on. Is having a car show on Saturday, September 25th. That is this Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon. Please come down. If you have a car, if you have a lowrider and or hot rod and you would like to feature your car in the show, you can go into our Instagram link in our bio or our Facebook link and then in the bio. And you can register your car. For your first car, it's $25. For every additional car, it's $15. So go ahead, register your car. We have some awards that are going to be handed out for cars. We have a couple chances. You can win some cool little prizes. So come on down. And we'll be right back with our next guest. Go to the slide. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Back. We have our next guest, Veronica Cortez.
Hi. It's so good to be here. Thank you.
Oh my God, I'm so happy to have you.
I know, right? It's good to be here finally.
Just so y'all know, Veronica and I go way back, okay?
I
Veronica,
know.
yeah, like this is my 5th year at Cal. I'm in my 5th year at Cal Poly. We met freshman year
At orientation.
So way back. We're basically grandmas now.
You and Dexy were like my first friends that I made at
Besties,
Cal Poly,
you already know. So please tell us about yourself.
Okay, well, as Allegra introduced me, I am Veronica Cortez, and I joined the DAW team back in, what was it, February?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was back in February. And I wasn't really sure what I was going to do when I first agreed to come, but I heard Art Center, and I was like, that sounds fun. That's in my element. Let's see where this goes. So I show up to a meeting day one, and I find out I am playing a puppet. And I'm like, wow, okay. I did not expect, I didn't know what to expect. But then, Allegra and Bethlehem, they said they needed someone to play Lola the Lion, and I was like, I've never puppeteered before, but I can give it a shot. Mm-hmm. So Bethlehem actually taught me the strategy to do a puppet, because apparently there's a lot of skill that comes with it, a lot of strength. My arm killed me the first day when I tried doing it, and it's hard. Like, it's a lot harder than people make it out to be.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
those who do it professionally, like,
Yeah.
make it look effortless.
Mhm.
So it's just really cool learning how to like control Lola, like the mouth, the hands, and then on top of that, I also had to come up with like a voice for her. And like, what's her personality gonna be? And it's like, it was just so cool taking like 2 weeks to myself to like figure out what I'm doing.
Where I'm kind of at. Yeah.
Yeah, where I'm kind of at. So it was really cool to come on board onto the DAW. And now I'm here. I'm always at work, so I'm glad I finally got to be here today.
But you're doing great.
Thank you.
She literally had 2 weeks to kind of get everything together, but spot on. Loved by many.
Yeah.
And people don't even know. You know what I mean?
People love it. Okay. Like I
Loved by
like,
lots of kids. Yes,
Loved
yes.
by lots of kids. That's good to hear. I'm like, sorry, I'm like hardly around.
No, oh my God,
Come
no.
in, I
The
do
public
Lola,
love
and
it.
I kind of leave. I promise I'm gonna be better about like being more involved. Just like, you know, life.
Okay, so what would you say your art form is?
My art form, I'm mainly an actress.
Yes.
Love the theater world, and it's funny because I didn't even find my love for theater until I was in high school. Actually, my best friend at the time, she convinced me to sign up for a beginning theater class with her. So I show up and I end up having the time of my life. We played theater games. We like did some improv. I was like, oh my goodness, this is so much fun. And actually, what my theater teacher said, Miss Gerber, I actually still keep in touch with her today.
Shout out, Miss Gerber.
What up, Miss Gerber? G Money. She's actually the one who sparked my love for theater. She like day one, she came up to me. She goes, "Have you ever thought about going into acting? You're really good at it."
Aw.
And you know, me being like a little 14-year-old insecure high schooler, like that made my world. Like that statement made my day, like my life. I'm doing what I love now because of that one statement. So shout out to Miss Gerber.
Miss
Thank
Gerber.
you.
You literally made the dreams come true.
Yeah, and if not for the endless support of my family and friends, like I wouldn't be where I am. Like it goes without saying, because like how many not many people go for what they want,
Right.
but I've been blessed with like family and friends who support like every step of the way, and that's a huge part of like how I'm here today.
Yeah, and that's really great to have that support system to push you to do what you want to do.
Definitely.
Yeah, we only have one life. You're gonna do what you gotta do what you love. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've always been an artist at heart. Like, you know, I started in tap, like at age 4.
Okay, tap.
I did hula dancing, like age 6 or 7. I did baton twirling for a few years. And then I also once saw my cousin perform folklorico dancing.
Ooh,
and I was
okay.
like, what is that? That is so cool. So I had my mom sign me up for classes then, and I did that for a good, well, actually even today, like if my dance instructor's like, hey, I have a gig, like, oh, I've got my skirt, let's go.
Really? So you're still actively kind of doing that?
Not lately because of the
COVID.
pandemic, but like,
COVID.
but no, and I used to be performing like every year. We used to actually perform at the LA County Fair every year at the Plaza de las Americas.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was always fun. So yeah, I've just always been kind of an artist at heart. Like I always loved playing dress up and like playing like play pretend, you know, all that.
Ooh,
So,
pretend.
but yeah, but I didn't find my love for theater officially until high school. So
Okay.
yeah, so now that's what I do.
That's what I do.
It's what I do. I actually went to Cal Poly to become an actor. Like, so yeah. Well, it's gotten me this far.
It's gotten you this far, and she's still going.
Still gonna go for it. Very excited to see where life takes me.
So, what has your theater and acting experience been like? Like, what have you done in some roles?
Let's see. Well, my freshman year of college, freshmen weren't allowed to audition for like the theater department shows because you had to take some prerequisite classes and stuff. So I did whatever I could to stay active in the theater. I like joined the technical side. I'd help out with shows, and then the musical theater club on campus, ACT, actors collaborating with
ACT.
technicians. Yeah, I found out about that musical theater club. It's entirely student run. And I went to audition for the show they were doing that year, which was Spring Awakening.
Ooh,
Very good, very dark musical.
Yes.
But yeah, so good.
good one.
So I showed up to the audition, and I was not confident in myself at all. In fact, I didn't even get cast.
No.
It's okay. It's okay. I didn't get cast. I didn't even get called back. But I took it as a learning experience.
Right,
So like I wasn't hurt. In fact, like I still wanted to be a part of the production. And actually, the director, Caitlin, she came up to me. She goes, "Hey, I know you didn't get cast, but are you interested in joining the tech team, like in the stage management team?" I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So I helped out with that show, and then after like close to closing, Caitlin was like, "Hey, we like sold out every show, and more people want to come see this show." So she announced that we're gonna go on tour.
Wow.
Like we're gonna perform at the what is it, the La Mirada? Or no, La Habra, the La Habra Depot Theater, which is an old train station. It's really cool.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
But unfortunately, 2 girls and 1 boy couldn't do the tour because they had only agreed to those performance dates. So 2 girls, 1 boy gone. So they needed 1 girl. And so the director actually asked me, they're like, "Veronica, you know this show like the back of your hand. Do you want to take a spot in the ensemble for the tour?" I was like,
This is my moment.
this is my moment. I started crying. I was like, "Yes, I'll do it." And I did it. And I had the best time.
That's so awesome. See, like I go to Cal Poly, didn't even know you guys went on tour.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So yeah, that's a really great memory from freshman year, and I've just been, and then sophomore year I auditioned again, and I was in a straight play called The Skin of Our Teeth. I played like 5 different characters in that show.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I played an old lady playing the violin in the first act, and then I played a baton twirler. They used my baton twirling skills.
She knew.
They just wanted a bunch of like whimsical stuff in the second act, so I was like, I can baton twirl. So I was a baton twirler in the second act, and also a broadcast official, like that's losing her mind because the end of the world's happening. So she's like going crazy trying to get an interview with the president.
Oh my goodness.
And then I played an assistant who like I played it as if she like poisoned the cast so she could have her spotlight.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
We know that trope. No, just kidding.
That trope. I think I was missing one. That was 4, right? I know there was a 5th one.
You said old lady, baton twirler, newscaster,
Newscast official, yeah.
assistant. So there's one
Assistant.
more. That's 4.
I can't even remember, to be honest.
You know, but it's fine. How does that work? You're playing 5 different characters. Like, how does that?
We had, it's crazy because for that show, we actually didn't even have like a back curtain, so we couldn't even like
Oh wow.
go over, like we would be seen by the entire audience if we like tried to go backstage. So we would have to like put our costumes on either side of the stage and make sure like they were in the right place. So during the show, I would be like in the little hallway, like from the stage to the audience. I would like be in there just rapidly changing. Luckily, the changes didn't need to be too quick because like the characters were pretty separated in each act. So, a little stressful, but not, but like not 10-second quick changes.
Because that's what I'm like. If you're playing 5 different characters, you gotta change, right? Someone's like. That blows my mind. I think I would literally have some kind of panic attack. Like, I can't find what I'm supposed to do. And what if your clothes were moved?
I don't. Yeah, that's
Does that happen to you?
No, actually,
Oh, okay.
thank God. Like in that show, it never happened to me, so we're good there. Then junior year, I got to be in. Let's see. Heather's the musical. ACT, actors
cute.
collaborating with technicians. They put on Heather's the musical. It was actually my sophomore year that they did Heather's.
Okay.
So yeah, we did Heathers my sophomore year. I was in the ensemble again. It's funny, same thing happened. I didn't get cast originally, and I was really sad. But then a girl dropped out, and the stage manager contacted me. They're like, "Hey, Veronica, you want to be in the ensemble?" And I was like, "Yes."
Yes, I do.
And I killed it.
Of course you did. Nothing but amazingness from Veronica.
I try my best every time.
Every time.
And then junior year, we put on Legally Blonde.
Oh, I saw this one. Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
you did see it.
It was a
and
good
I
one.
actually got to be a named character. I was actually Pilar, one of the Delta News and one of Elle's best friends.
Yup.
So I actually got to be out there, in the front, and it felt
She did
so
good.
amazing.
It was a really good show.
Thank
I could have
you.
saw that one go on tour. You know what I mean? That was a good one. The music was good. Everybody's acting was good. Top notch kind of show.
Yeah, and that same year, I was also in another musical put on by the theater department called The Cradle Will Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's I don't remember all the details about that show because I'm drawing a blank on it, but I played the main villain's evil wife.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
this
Cool
rich,
wife. Okay.
very
okay.
rich, posh, out there lady.
Yeah.
And it was a musical. It was there was some operatic elements to it, so I was
wow.
so I had to practice a lot because I couldn't get the high notes down. They would always come out too strained or whatever. So I would actually practice, and I would look up stuff to help me out, what breathing exercises can I do, this and that. And I surprised myself being able to hit those notes opening night, and it felt so good. And actually the Polypost featured the Cradle Will Rock in an article, and they featured my character in it. They didn't interview me, they just pointed out that I played her and I did a phenomenal job, and they said that I was great at it.
Aww.
And it made my day.
Yeah.
It really made me happy. I was like, oh my god. The Polypost
I made it on the
I
Polypost,
I made it
yeah.
on the Polypost. So it's God,
That's good.
reminiscing about this making me so happy.
I'm glad. No, yeah, I'm glad.
Oh, excuse me.
No, it's okay. Don't worry. We're going to take a little water break. Please hold. Okay, we're
I'm
good.
I know I talk a lot. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Don't even worry about it. We love it. We love to hear you talk. Okay. So let's get into your DAW work.
Yes.
Working with the DAW. So as stated before, Veronica has worked with the DAW for quite some time now, and it's been awesome having her to our team. So how would you kind of describe the experience of being here at the DAW?
There's never a dull moment here at the DAW. It's always
Always popping.
even during meetings too. Meetings, we joke around, we talk, we say, because everyone's close here. You know, even if you don't know each other well, it's everyone's so welcoming. You you just feel talking to them. So the people here are great. The programs are great. The De Colores program we're developing. I'm really excited with what the DAW is offering.
Yeah.
And I feel a lot of people we need to get this out there. More people need to know about this. So tell your friends hey, you should check out the DAW.
Check out the DAW.
People with kids, check out the kids programs we offer. The De Colores program.
Shameless plug.
Shameless. I'm so not ashamed of saying it.
No, it's true.
We got to get it out there. We're trying to develop this program, and it's for the kids.
Yeah. It's for the kids.
Why wouldn't you want to do things for your kids?
Can you share with everybody sort of the De Colores program and what that's been like for you and being Lola?
Yeah, so it's been a lot of fun being.
Hey, girl.
Hey. God, I can't find my words.
It's okay. No, it's all right.
So being Lola has been very rewarding.
Yeah.
It's been very rewarding. I love performing with her, with Bethlehem, the whole goddess
Shout
and
out
Lola.
Bethlehem.
Shout out Bethlehem, my co-star. Bethlehem originally played Lola before I came along. So yeah, so it was great for her to teach me how to be Lola. And in my experience, like just being around like kids and like making them laugh or smile or what have you, having them entertain, giving the parents a little break.
Yeah. Parents appreciate a break.
And it's just so nice, like when after the show, like the parents come up and they're like, "You did great. You're wonderful. Thank you so much for coming out." And it's like they always make me want to cry. Like I always start to tear up a little because like it's just so nice. You know, I love doing this for the kids, and so being able to sing music and perform is just what I always want to do.
Yeah. Do you think that you found your calling in that, in acting? Like this is
Definitely what I want to do. Like everyone's like telling me go for it, and like before, like I was like, yeah, I like it and I'll do it, or I love it and I'll do it. Yeah, this is what I want to do, but like I was just kind of like keeping my foot out of the door because like I'm scared of failure, you know, all that stuff. But the more people tell me, like even strangers, like who like I've never met before, like the parents, like they tell me I do a good job, like it just encourages me more and more. It makes me want to do it more.
Yeah.
And it makes me like start to actually believe that I'm like decent at it.
You're great at it. Yeah. Let's not get it twisted. You're great at it. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give her a little water break.
A little water break. Yeah, it's hot in here.
Yeah, it gets a little hot in here. You guys don't know behind the scenes. It's a little hot in here. But it's really nice. So I supervise De Colores. It's our children's program here. It's basically a puppet show where we incorporate song, stretch, story, and an art craft. And watching Veronica and watching Bethlehem and then the kids, the way that they respond to it, it's really nice. It's really great to see. Sometimes they'll get up and dance when they sing, and it's so cute. They have their little dance party right in the front, and I'm like, ooh, making me cry.
Like the De Colores is such a good like artistic outlet, like for kids to express themselves through art. The first one, like I saw them painting with pieces of fruit. I'm like, how do you come up with that? Like, that is so
smart. Yeah,
it's so cool. It's
creative.
Like absurd, but it's like wow.
But yeah, you've been such a great addition to the program that it's, you know, it's really taking off now.
Thank you. I'm just glad I have a place to come to like keep in touch with my artistic side, because other than like this, like I don't really have anything. I work in retail.
Yes, retail. Just kidding.
So yeah, it's nice to have the DAW like with me and always supporting me too. Like Margaret's always like, go out there and like do, like I want to empower you to like go out there and do your thing, like find more opportunities, and so like the DAW's been nothing but supportive for like for what I want to do. So I'm gonna keep doing it.
We're gonna keep chugging along. So what's next to you? Oh my God. Rewind. What's next for you? What do you hope to accomplish in the future?
I am more leaning towards like stage performing, because like I love live theater. Like it's so fun to like perform it live, because like you got to get everything down and everything. There's no cut, new take. You know, it's like one and you're done.
One and done.
And like the live audience, like when they interact and stuff, and they're a good audience, like it gives you more energy to like keep going. Yeah. It's a lot more entertaining than performing for a camera, that's for sure. But I mean, if I do somehow make it in the film industry, like I don't know, someday in a Quentin Tarantino or a Scorsese, I don't know. Yeah. It could happen. Let's see.
It could. It very much could happen. No. Yeah.
But I mean, you know, it would be really cool. Like. Yeah. Like, who wouldn't want to be in movies, right?
Oh, no, of course. Yeah. She wants to. I know.
Lola wants to. Well, yeah. But stage performance is my calling.
Yeah.
Live theater.
Well, I hope to see you on the stage one day.
I hope so, too. How cool would that be?
Broadway. Like, because Veronica's the one who's going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, you have the drive and the talent for it. So... we're all going to see her on the big stage one day. Trust.
You're going to make me cry.
That's it. But thank you for sitting down with me and taking the time to talk and have this.
And thank you so much for having me. Yeah,
over here. She likes to eat my hands sometimes. Don't feed the animals.
Don't feed it.
Where can the rest of the world find you?
I'm kind of like off social media at the moment.
She said nope.
I know, it's just while I get my stuff in order. But I guess I'll have to update you next time if I ever do have a platform.
To be announced.
Yeah, to be announced.
To be announced. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And thank you for watching our show. And one more time, thanks to our previous guests, Jacqueline and Mark. They're still here in the studio.
They were so good.
They're so good. Make sure y'all check them out. I'll be sure to tag them. To tag them in a post tomorrow. And Veronica's here. And if you have a little one, we always post about our De Colores program. It's going on Saturday. Saturday mornings from 10 to 11. This upcoming one will be at Buena Vista Gardens. On Buena Vista Street. It's by Ralph Welsh Park. So if you have a little one in between the ages of 0 and 5, please bring them down. They would have a really great time. A lot of the kids have already made friends with each other, so it's really, really cute, and we would love to see you guys out there.
Love to see it.
And yeah, have a nice rest of your Thursday night. Keep the Pomona vibes going, and we'll see you guys next month.
Bye.
Goodbye.